Fitzy and Wippa.
There's a young singer from Memphis, Tennessee, Mr. Elvis Presley.
I wish to promote you, Mr. Presley.
Director of the brand new film Elvis.
We're gonna do something different.
You ain't nothing but a... Baz Luhrmann joins Fitzy and Wippa.
Hey guys, Fitzy and Wippa here from Nova 969, and we're here with the magnificent Baz Luhrmann. Welcome, Baz.
So we're going to blow the top off some of these parties we've been to.
Yeah, we had New Year's Eve.
Not having...
Wasn't that... You know, we were talking about this on air that my wife didn't realise who you were.
Yeah,
I was
like
asking
that.
a couple of questions, like, what do you do with yourself? Oh, you're in the movies, eh? What have you done? I just did a thing called Gatsby.
I didn't say that. I would have said, like, oh, you know, I do kind of independent stuff, like
Little gigs.
exploring, like, subjects that no one's interested in, which is actually what I do.
You do?
I take things that people are not interested in and try and understand why were they interesting in the first place.
Exactly. Well, this is right, and this is not. It's not a biopic for Elvis, is it? No, it's not. It's from a different angle. We're looking at it from.
I think it's honestly for me, it was like how you look at America in the 50s, 60s, and the 70s, but more importantly, this whole idea of the artist and the sell. You know, the show and the business. Now, in the show, you've got Elvis, but the business, well, that's Tom Hanks.
Yes.
That's never Colonel, never Tom, never Parker.
Do you know, Baz, the movie is phenomenal.
Really?
Like,
Thank
it's
you.
10 out of 10.
Congratulations,
Really?
Baz.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And the detail in it, which is your job as well.
Yeah.
So when you're on set, we were just talking about Austin about this.
Yeah.
How do you think you'd be described? Are you relaxed on set? Are you overly particular?
No, I'm always the same. I'm exactly like I am now. I mean, no, that's not true. That's not true. One, I absolutely believe that, like any fear I might have, I have to check in at breakfast.
Right,
You know,
leave that
Well,
behind.
because everyone else got fear, and like, you know, what we do is we professionally play for a living, and if you look at kids, little kids can't play if they're scared.
Yep.
So I have to remove all the fear, and I create an environment that's somewhat fun, very serious. We get on with our work, but it's professional play, you know, and preparation. I mean, we just prepare.
Can we talk about preparation? Because we just spoke to Austin and he said there were certain scenes where he was preparing for months and months this certain scene, and then you would rock up some days and go, I've rewritten the script.
And your question is...
Got a challenge for you, Austin.
Like, why is this a shock?
We're redoing it.
No, listen. Actually, that's true, but I'll tell you something remarkable, which is really true. So there's the scene in the film where Elvis is... Because Elvis, like Michael Jackson, like... They sang all the lines. They wouldn't do notes. They just use their mouth and do.
Yep.
And the scene where Elvis is got the big new sound and he's invoking the orchestra to do That's All Right Mama for the Vegas show. Yeah. We rehearsed to a tape, like a playback, for 6 months. And we're there doing it, and I'm looking and I go, it just isn't real. It's not working. Yeah. And I could see viscerally he was terrified.
Yes.
And he said, I can't do that. I said, look, they're real musicians. Let's unplug all. Let's get the drums out. They can play instruments. Yeah. Just be him. And that scene is him, and that's happening. That's really happening. And it in all the testing and stuff becomes the number one scene because you know when he goes flames and all that, he just made that all up.
Yeah.
He was Elvis because he lived as Elvis for 2 years. You know.
Credit to you too, though, to go, all right, we're going to tell the angle of the manager, and at the same time, there's so much that we don't know about Elvis that we thought we did. We thought we'd heard the story.
No.
But I don't want to give parts of the movie away, but there were certain things in particular where you went, God, I had no idea about that.
Yeah. A lot of friends of mine, one friend in particular said, I felt like I met someone I never knew who was not into Elvis and bought into a lot of the... Look, the thing about him is the life, 42. You know that line when he says, I'm almost 40 and I've never done... No one will ever remember me.
Yeah, that's the thing. I never wrote the song I wanted to write.
I never did that serious film, and he said that. But what's remarkable, I think, about it is it's a life in 3 acts. There's Rebel Elvis in the beginning, the first ever punk. And what people don't understand is there were no teenagers.
So punk.
Teenagers were invented. Suddenly they're a market. This guy, never Colonel, never Tom, never Parker, dun, 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 plot twist, right, goes, wow, he's a carnival barker. He says, I can sell what he does to these kids. And they explode, but they go beyond on pop culture, their politics. So there's that Rebel, then there's him in the bubble in Hollywood, like river of money, girls, anything he wants, but he's in a bubble. He kind of fights back, finds himself. That's all that, the comeback and the letter and the gospel, and then he's caught in a trap in Vegas for reasons of which you have to see the film to find out.
Picking Austin was a huge responsibility. There was talk that Harry Styles was considered. Yeah. There was talk Miles Teller. Did you audition these guys?
I don't audition. I do these really rich workshops, and I'll talk about Harry only because Harry said it himself just recently. Yeah. First of all, Harry is a really talented actor.
Yep.
I would anything to work on something with him. Harry.
Could he get the accent, Baz? Could he do that?
It wasn't that. The real issue with Harry is he's Harry Styles. He's already an icon.
Yeah,
so you know, I think Harry and I came to a place genuinely. I mean, he was just desperate to put the suit on and explore. And he's such a great spirit, and I have nothing but great things to say about Harry Styles. But it was this thing of like, you know, the thing about Ost was that he will tell you himself, I didn't pick him. It's as if he was drawn, like the role drew him in, because he was almost born to play it. You know, he had we can talk about it now. You know, he loses his mum at the same age that Elvis did. He sends a video to me of this thing, and I mean, it just happened like 2 years non-stop living and breathing as Elvis. He's now going through a sort of deprogramming thing because he's been a long time since he's known who he was,
Baz, when you look at the size of the films that you do and how much is involved and the success of this, which is going to blow the world away...
Well, I hope we sell some
tickets. It has to. It's awesome, Baz.
It's magnificent. You're a perfectionist, Baz. That's why we love you.
In the back of your mind, though, you'd be thinking, what's next?
No, you're focused on this. Do you want another party?
Is it a story?
Should we go to another party and celebrate?
You know, Leonardo da Vinci, he liked to paint a bit.
Yeah.
He was big on making war machines, but his favourite thing was the artistic creation of parties. But he never went to them.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm a bit like that myself, although I like to go to them too.
Do you need any extras, Baz? I mean, we'll put
There are no extras in my parties.
Okay.
Everyone's a lead player. Everyone's got a spot.
Okay, looks like
everyone's got a bit in my parties.
Well, we had to carry you out of the last one. You know,
that's not true. You're fine, Baz.
No, I needed to give you guys purpose.
Yes.
That's why you carried
me.
Yeah.
We deserve to be carried.
We love you, Baz. Congratulations on Elvis, mate.
Thank you so much.
Just awesome.
It means a lot.
So good to see you, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Love it.
Fitzy and Wippa.